Hey, what's up, y'all? It is late at night. That's why you see it's so dark in my background, almost midnight. But I had to make this video because about an hour or so ago, we got off of a Zoom where Jeff and I, mainly Jeff, was interviewing the crypto queen. You have got to see this video. I'm telling you, everyone was just so inspired by it. There were just some nuggets dropped that I'm going to share just three things with you tonight. But when I post the full video, I'm telling you, you got to watch the whole thing. So the first nugget that I got from it was just what Napoleon Hill calls going the extra mile. Now, the crypto queen didn't use these words, but I'm going to use these words, going the extra mile. Like, that's one of the attributes that you have to have for being successful. So she talked about this past Thursday, it being her last chemo treatment. A lot of people didn't even know she was going through the C word in chemo because she didn't put it out there to a lot of people. But on the same day that she had her last chemo treatment, which left her really tired, that was the same night that she pushed through despite the way she was feeling and said, let me make a live video. Let me go live on my YouTube channel because she was almost to the documented position in ICE Global called influencer. So Jeff called her up. Oh my gosh, you're close. Did you realize you just, this far away? And so she could have said, I'll do it next week. She could have said, I've got a right to be tired. I've got a right not to push through. Was dealing with cancer, had this chemo treatment, but she said, like, she just found that ambition and that champion and that strong desire inside of her. And she was like, look, I'm just going to go ahead and make this video. And she made it. And guess what happened from it? It gave her the volume that she needed because people saw her, they were compelled, they called her, and they joined and they bought additional nodes, which gave her the volume for the documented position of influencer. Go, go, go. I love it. I love it when people are ranking up the bank up. So that was one nugget I got from it, guys. Just push through. And so Tina was like, oh my gosh. So she's dealing with the chemo but she pushed through. Tina said, I'm not dealing with that. On Thursday, I was just tired and I just like didn't do what I was supposed to do. So that really convicted her. So I'm telling you, we got so much for tonight. Okay. I'm putting my glasses and tell you something else that I got from this was so good. So Latanya was telling her story, like how did she get to be the crypto queen? How did she even get into Bitcoin? So Jeff had asked her this question. And she was talking about how back in, I think it was 2017 or so, she asked herself this question. Now, guys, remember, powerful people ask powerful questions. And she asked herself this powerful question. It was this: where would the next best place to grow my money be? Make sure I'm reading that right. Yeah. Where would the next best place to grow my money be? So she asked herself this powerful question, which caused thinking. And when you ask the universe stuff, it just shows up. So she started doing research on hearing about cryptocurrency, started doing her research, learned about the market cycles and what was happening after every Bitcoin halving and how it kept going up and up and up after every halving. And she said, that's where I want to put my money, into Bitcoin. So she started researching it. She started putting her money into Bitcoin. Now she's a school teacher, right? Okay, so she's a school teacher, and even still now. So she was having a heart to help other people. So she was telling her um, other people on her job, like, you all, I'm learning about Bitcoin. You need to come learn about Bitcoin. Why don't you invest a little bit of your money? Guess what they were doing? They were laughing at her. They were saying, oh, yeah, right. What are you going to be? A rich basketball coach? Because she also played coach basketball on the side, and just kind of just poking fun at her and this cryptocurrency thing. Meanwhile, because she did what she did and did dollar cost averaging and started putting her money in a place where after she did her research, she thought that was the best place. Guess what happened? In the poorest state in the country, this school teacher, basketball coach, became a millionaire in cryptocurrency. Went from a 3-figure account to a 4-figure account to a 5, then 6, then 7-figure account, ladies and gentlemen. $1 million account in cryptocurrency. Why? Powerful people ask powerful questions. She asked herself that question. That's a powerful question for you to ask yourself. Where would the best place be for me to put my money right now? So understand, as I've been saying, the world is changing. The world is going digital. And with this change, with new technology comes opportunity. She took advantage of the opportunity. And guess what? She got a nice fat account because she took advantage of that. Oh, the other thing that she shared was this book right here. Now, I've been talking to people about this book since 2017, Bitcoin in Black America by Isaiah Jackson. If you don't have it, you want to get it. If you don't know about Bitcoin, y'all, it's time to learn. Don't get left behind, okay? Do not get left behind. Get Bitcoin in Black America and start learning about this new asset class. When we say new, 14 years in, it's still new. You haven't missed it. It's not too late. You can be rich and wealthy in the crypto space. So this was another nugget that she dropped. Bitcoin in Black America. This is one of the first books that she started reading. My father had me to get this about 4 years ago myself. All right. Let me see another nugget. Oh my goodness. It was just so much good stuff. Y'all just, you're gonna have to watch the video and be inspired. But this is another thing she said. So the other day I made this post and said, you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. Well, tonight the crypto queen said, which I never heard, I loved the way she put it. You can make money or you can execute. Or you can execute. So let me say this, guys. You've got to learn how to do the action. Don't just read the book, but then you got to take the action. I was saying tonight that words don't teach, it's experience that teaches. So you got to learn how to, once you get the information, how do you do the application? And so Latanya was talking about executing. That was phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm in with this one. No, I got two more things. She said, pay any price to stay in the presence of extraordinary people. Oh my goodness. Y'all got to get that one. Pay any price to stay in the presence of extraordinary people. Guys, who you surround yourself with is so important. By now, you probably know there's some people you may want to not hang around with, that you want to not have in your circle because you don't want that bad energy, right? But what about the good energy that you do want? Who are you intentionally surrounding yourself with? What rooms of greatness are you being blessed to be in? Who, that's a millionaire, are you asking, can I take you out to lunch and pick your brain? Like, please do whatever it takes to be in the presence of those people who are fulfilling their calling and doing great things and leveling up in their life. They're doing the uncommon. They're doing what's extraordinary. So I just want to say that I'm blessed because I've learned to ask. If you don't ask, you will not get. And recently in my life, I have asked people who are, let's say if I'm right here and they're here, I've asked them for help. I've asked them for to be able to pay for mentoring. I asked them for coaching. So I'm like this. I got some goals and dreams, and they're big. If I knew how to get them, I would already have them. So since I don't know how to get them, instead of just banging my head against the wall for the next decade, what am I doing? I am getting in the rooms with the people who have achieved the things I want to achieve, and that's helping me to collapse time frames. And so I would suggest you do the same thing. Last thing, I want to share this affirmation. I've been talking about affirmations since 2009 here. And Crypto Queen gave a great affirmation that if you are in business, especially network marketing, you want to write down this affirmation and start saying this. Successful people are always calling me to personally sponsor them into my business. Say that. Successful people are always calling me to personally sponsor them into my business. Successful people are always calling me to personally sponsor them into my business. If you're in network marketing, don't you want that to be your story? You don't want just the broke people who don't got no money, who say, I got to wait till next week to sign up. You want successful people who have influence and affluence and who have vision and ready to do something great. Well, we want to help everybody. You want those types of people as well. A large amount of those type of people to be calling you saying, I want to partner with you in business. Now, in order to have those types of people to partner with you in business, I'm adding this part. You got to position yourself to be found. You've got to be a leader. We talked tonight because Latanya was talking about like she's like, how am I going to find a husband because all these books are in my bed, books are everywhere. My husband's going to have to be a librarian because like I love books. He's going to have to love books. And I was right along there with her. I was like, preacher sister, I love books too. I got books all over the place. So readers are leaders. So you want to be a reader. You want to develop yourself into a leader. And in order to do that, as you are learning and growing and positioning yourself by reading books and attending seminars, guess what you do? As you learn, you teach. You get a nugget, you share it. You learn a concept, you teach it. And when you start doing that, you're adding value into the marketplace. And whatever you put out, this is a boomerang effect world. Whatever you put out, guess what it's going to do? Because of the universal laws that God put in place, it's going to come back to you. You put out that good energy, it's going to come back. You put out that value, it is going to come back to you. And so you want to make sure that when you learn something, you teach it. And you're making yourself a magnet for those people who are going to be attracted to you because of the value that you're putting out. And guess what happens when they come to you? You have something of substance to give to their life and to position them in so that they can be your business partner, that they can be your customer, that they can show up and they'll pay you money for the value that you've given. You've given them use value in information and education, and they're going to give you back monetary value. And that's the way things work. So thank you, Latanya, for the Zoom tonight. Thank you, Jeff, for setting it up. It's my pleasure to be here as one of the first female global influencer in the United States for IX Global, and more ladies are going to be coming this way. Hashtag wealthy women. We're all just getting started. IX. If you're into transformation, IX Global is the company to be with. You will get transformed on all kinds of positive levels. And with that, guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm about to go to bed because I got to wake up at 4 a.m. so I can get my meditation on. Talk to you all later. Good night. And again, congratulations to Latanya for making it to Influencer Right. Bye-bye.